welcome to Live of Value TV. It's always a pleasure to create content on this channel. This channel is about life, it's about valuable life. We talk about every other thing that will help you become valuable in whatsoever you are doing. So today we're looking at, hey classmates, what's up? Yes, in life we have different classmates from pre-nursery, primary school, secondary school, university, postgraduate, and all. So at every point in life, at every point, you must have had classmates. So today is about, hey classmates, what's up? Many a times people do not understand that there is what is called growth, and everybody mustn't grow in the same way. Many people do not understand that aspect, and that is why there's a lot of competition. That is why there's a lot of backbiting, malice. There's a lot of trouble here and there, fighting shadows. People are fighting people who are not fighting them because of this thing of let's measure up the class, what we have achieved, and all of that. Everybody is wired differently. And because we are wired differently, our lives are not patterned to be the same way. I might be going through the route of A, and you are supposed to go through the route of C. And when you start comparing yourself to myself, it would make sense because our life goals, our life patterns, our aspirations are different. Because they are different, you can't expect us to arrive at the same destination achieving the same result. So we must understand these things to help us relate with our classmates in future. You see, many a times once we are done with that level of education, ways to connect with your classmate again. It might take you 10 years, but with the help of technology, we now have class alumni, we have class groups, where people come together, they release on memories, they share their thoughts, they know what's happening in each other's life. It's been amazing. Technology has been very helpful in maintaining that solidarity, maintaining that cordiality, maintaining that classmate, level mate association. Now, there are things we must understand that we both are graduated at the same time doesn't mean we will progress at the same rate. So that is why when you meet your old friends, you don't start showcasing what you have achieved. You don't start showcasing who you are. The conversations has to be simple. The conversation has to be about we are alive, we are doing great things. Good. There are friends that are buddies, they are besties, and all of that. Everybody, can't relate the same way, best friends or close friends relate. So, when you meet your classmates outside, the forum, when you meet them in the world, in the real life, maybe you weren't close then and back in school, you not met them. It should also be the conversations should also be simple. Meeting with an old friend 10 years after graduation, 20 years after graduation, you're asking, do you have children? I have 5 children. I've traveled around the world. I'm that. I own 5 companies. I drive 20 cars. It doesn't make sense. The conversation should be simple. It should revolve around that you both are alive. Because unless this person is your bestie or your best friend or a very close friend that you can discuss all those, what's happening with you, the family, and all of that. But if there's no conversation from that other person on that regard, keep the conversation simple. Many a times people do not come together in anonymous because of issues of intimidation, because some people are trying to rub it on them that we have achieved it. The first person to arrive, doesn't mean other people wouldn't arrive. Life is slow and steady. So, hey, classmate, WhatsApp is just a conversation about classmates, reunions, what to do into a classmate, how life measures up. That I have arrived today doesn't mean another person wouldn't arrive. So I should not rub it on the face of another that I've attained. So this conversation, is a product of many thoughts, and I've seen a lot of things. I just thought I should document this conversation. So when you meet up with old friends, it should not center around you. Rather, it should just be a normal conversation, unless someone else brings it up or the person asks you, so what's up, what are you doing, what are the children, are you married, and all that. Because it's possible you meet your classmate 10 years after, 20 years later, they're not yet married, and you're married, you have children. Or they are married, they don't have children, and you have children. You start to, you start making conversations around my child is dead, my son is dead, my daughter is dead. It doesn't really, we are humans. So the person start feeling like, is it because I don't have a child? Or is it because I'm not married? Is that why the conversation is all about family and all that? The person will feel insulted. And no man want to show you. But these are things that repel classmates from coming together. So that's you have attained doesn't mean another will attain. It's about stage by stage. Many people will go far, many others will just be average, that people will be so at the high there. Simple. That you are even at the top should even make you the most humble because there's a way you will act and behave, they will misunderstand you. So, friends, meeting up with old friends, classmates is a beautiful thing, but we must understand how to manage the conversation so that it wouldn't turn out to be an insult, a gathering to disparage one another or to measure up the level of wealth, the measure of achievement one has attained over time. Many a times these are the things that kill associations, alumni associations, because people feel I kind of are not vacations, they're always showcasing their money, they're always showcasing their wealth, and for an average person who feels intimidated, like, can I really cope? Can I cope in their midst? Having such association or coming together by classmates should be a heartwarming event. It should be something you're proud of, meeting old friends, but you should mind the kind of conversations. Unless it's very thrown up, don't just be the one showcasing. Because I've seen that sometimes people go back to sulk to ask themselves, like, we graduated at the same time. I was even far better than this person in school. I was even more brilliant. And why is this person getting all this? Why is this person getting all that? So we should limit what we say and how we project things. Now, the essence of association is for networking. You see that sometimes for example, for political appointees or for elected leaders like governor, president, and all of that, sometimes they still want to be in the circle of their friends, old classmates will tell you, this is my old classmate from secondary school, this is my old classmate from high school, studying university, he was my roommate, because they feel these were people who knew me in my most vulnerable state. These were people who understood me when I had nothing, I was nobody, so I should be able to trust them. You see that most people like to surround themselves with old classmates because they know them, they've worked with them, they were buddies when there was nothing. So you see, the aspect of networking, the aspect of lifting one another is very essential when you connect with your classmates, you connect with old friends. So you should not lose sight of that. That is one of the major reasons why classmates, schoolmates should come together to help one another, lift one another. You have a challenge, you remember your friend is in that parastatal, you reach out to the person to say, okay, this is what my challenge is, they'll help you. That is what life is all about. We shouldn't use it as an opportunity or an association or a gathering to oppress one another, to put down those who, by virtue of life, because life is full of up and downs. It's not always rosy. People go through a lot, and until they open up to you, you know what they are going through. So it's a privilege to have classmates. It's also a privilege to respect each and every one of them. That things are all well with you is so beautiful, but you shouldn't rub it off on all that. It's been a wonderful time. Hey, classmate, what's up? It's a call for us to think. It's a call for us to pause and ask ourselves, are we really doing what we should do to our classmates? Are we there to uphold them? For those who are, who have weary needs, are we there to lift them up, support them without letting the whole world know that without you, that person is not living, or without you, We've seen instances where all alumni associations are coming together to do great projects, to do things that are mind blowing, to give back to the society. That is what it should be. To even help one another, because that you're up to date doesn't mean you can't raise someone who is down. So it's been a wonderful time discussing this. It's just like a heartfelt conversation. Hey, classmate, what's up? Is a call for us to think through, understand why those people called friends, classmates, have passed through the same route we have passed for us to connect with them. It's been an amazing time here. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, share this video, and drop your comments. Do take care.